there's a big outlaw race in town this weekend, so we, I don't know, made the trip, I guess. Trying to get some laps in before we race in Iowa, basically.
So fans that don't know a lot about this sport, what's the first thing they need to learn?
They probably need to learn, if they know much about cars, that there's no transmission in here, that the motor just has a drive shaft that goes straight to the rear end, and they got about 900 horsepower, and they're 1,200 pounds, so they're pretty wild beasts.
Explain the wing on top and its purpose.
The wing on the top is 5x5, and the purpose of that is for the air to push down on it, and it keeps the wheels sticking to the track. You can go in the corners a lot faster with it, and basically just hooks the car up.
And the speed, how fast are you guys going out there?
At big tracks, we can get to like 150 miles an hour. Here, it's probably closer to maybe 110 or so.
So is it more about speed, or is it about how you maintain the turns and the traction?
Yeah, it's about being straight and not spinning your tires on the dirt. So the tracks slick off, and it gets harder throughout the night to keep the cars good. Everybody can go pretty fast at the beginning, but by the end of the night, when the track gets slicker, it's a lot harder to do. So you got to make adjustments on the car to keep it hooked up and going fast instead of spinning the tires.
Now, what makes one driver or one car better than the next one?
It takes a whole team. It is a team sport. You got to have a lot of talent as a driver, but also these cars, there's so many adjustments you can make, and it just takes a lot of hard work and time, and yes, it does take a lot of probably natural ability to be able to feel what the car's doing and what needs to happen. Methanol fuel, it's an alcohol blend. They make it out of wood. It burns about twice as much as like what gas would. And yeah, our tanks are on the back, and it just runs into a line up to the motor there. It's a fuel injected system. We'll use at a big track we can use like a gallon a lap. At somewhere like this we can probably get 2 laps out of a gallon. So I think the feature's like 40 laps. So I'd say around maybe 40 gallons tonight we'll probably use maybe in the whole event.
And the tires, I know not one tire is the same from the other.
No, that's another big thing I probably should have mentioned about sprint cars, is our right rear is a lot bigger than our left, and that's what makes the car want to turn when you go through the corners. And so we call that stagger, the difference between the size of the right and the left. And the guys will run anywhere from 10 inches to 14 inches, and that's just the difference in the two rear tires. Seats are very safe, though. They're custom built to measurements, a lot of measurements on your body. And yeah, you wouldn't want to be claustrophobic and sit in there, but it ain't too bad once you get used to it. Everything fits nice and just like a glove.
Are you communicating with your team while you're racing?
No, we have the only form of communication is we have a radio that the officials can talk to us, and we can't talk back to anybody. So once you're out there, you're on your own, and I guess all for yourself.